This is NBC6 News Now.
Breaking news out of Clearwater, Florida this morning. Police say one person is dead and a number of people are injured after a boat collided with a ferry. There were at least 45 passengers on board when this all happened last night under the Memorial Causeway Bridge. That boat then took off just south of the bridge. Hi, South Florida. Thank you for watching NBC6 News Now. I'm Constance Jones. We're now hearing one of the calls that came in during that crash. Take a listen.
Sir, I'm at the scene of this mass casualty. I'm with PD, and we need to get in touch with the Coast Guard ASAP.
Also this morning, one of the passengers is describing what happened during the crash.
We were just enjoying the ride, and all of a sudden we hear the first mate yelling, hey, 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 and then we look back behind us, and this big yacht just came through the boat.
Meantime, Clearwater police say they believe they've located the other boat and another location. Once we learn more details, we will let you know both on air and also at NBC6.com. Back here at home, a man is behind bars accused of stabbing his ex-girlfriend to death. Miami-Dade Sheriff's deputies say they found her body on the floor of her car near Southwest Miami-Dade on Saturday. NBC6's Julia Bagg joins us live this morning outside the jail where the suspected killer is locked up. Julia, what else can you tell us about this disturbing case?
Constance, the man behind bars here this morning is charged with second-degree murder. And detectives learned about all of this, they say, after someone found the victim's 3-year-old daughter wandering the neighborhood with blood on her face and her clothes. 29-year-old Joy Nath is accused of killing his ex-girlfriend, then leaving her body inside her car.
It was pretty scary for our community because we're not used to this.
Police tape near Southwest 144th Street and 134th Avenue marked the area where Maria Garcia Molina's car was found Saturday night. Investigators say they found her body on her car floor, covered in blankets. One neighbor who did not want to show his face shared this.
All I know is that there was a dead girl on the side of my house, like not even 6 feet from my fence. And it's horrible. It's tragic.
Detectives say just before 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon, Maria Garcia Molina's family waved deputies down after her 3-year-old daughter was found wandering in the neighborhood with bloodstains on her face and clothes. Investigators later found her mother's body. Shattered glass marks the spot where emergency crews broke through the window to reach the woman. Sylvia Galvis lives nearby.
Terrible. We're all very, very sad. I personally didn't know her. We didn't know her, but it was very sad for, to hear that because we all have daughters.
Investigators say family members told them Nath had been stalking Maria Garcia Molina. Court records show she filed a restraining order against him back in January, but it expired the next month. Officers pulled Nath over for a traffic stop and saw that he had scratches all over his body. You can see what appears to be some scratches on his face in his mugshot. Deputies say they arrested him after tracking down the final cell phone pings on Garcia Molina's phone. And investigators say Nath claimed he had simply had breakfast with Maria Garcia Molina that day and that he wanted to return some of her belongings. Again, he's now facing a second-degree murder charge. In the meantime, Garcia Molina's daughter is safe. She was not harmed. Live in Northwest Miami-Dade, Julia Bagg, NBC6 News.
All right, Julia, thank you for that update. Well, FSU's student union will be reopening later today after a deadly mass shooting happened there earlier this month. Some Seminoles posting an emotional video about this tragedy.
We built this place. We made it our home.
Through a senseless act of violence, someone tried to take it from us.
We're reclaiming our student union for each other.
For the people we lost.
For the people who came before us.
And for the ones who will come after.
There will be a moment of reflection before the opening to honor the lives of 2 people who died and the 6 others who were injured. Right now to a live look at Washington, D.C. this morning, as today marks Trump's 99th day in office and tomorrow marks his 100th day in office for his second term. Take a look at these numbers from a new NBC News Stay Tuned poll powered by SurveyMonkey. Americans are delivering a negative verdict on the president's performance. The results show that a majority of American adults, 55%, disapprove of the way that Trump is handling his job as president, while 45% approve. For more information to dig into these numbers, you can head to NBCnews.com.
If she wanted to take the child, it was one thing. Or if they're deporting the child, they are definitely violating the child's right.
In recent days, Immigration and Custom Enforcement agents have deported 2 mothers, one of them with her 2-year-old daughter, who's a U.S. citizen, and another without her child. NBC6's Daniela Cotto joins us now with the very latest numbers on this case.
Well, Constance, on Tuesday, Heidi Sanchez was detained in Tampa at a scheduled check-in appointment with ICE, and by Thursday, she was back in Cuba.
This weekend, family and friends of Heidi Sanchez rallied in Tampa, calling on politicians to help bring the mother back to the United States. The Cuban-born woman is the mother of a 1-year-old girl and the wife of a U.S. citizen. Sanchez had an outstanding deportation order after missing an immigration hearing in 2019.
She had no criminal records. She had a petition from her husband. She had a fighting chance.
Sanchez's attorney, Claudia Cañizares, says she tried to file paperwork with ICE to contest the deportation, but ICE refused to accept it, saying Sanchez was already gone. Although Cañizares said she does not think that was true.
My client was not given a chance to present a stay of removal. They gave us the runaround, and they clearly did not give her meaningful due process.
Her family and supporters are rallying across the Tampa Bay area, calling on local and federal leaders to help bring her back.
We want Haiti back. It's really hard.
Border czar Tom Homan responding early Sunday morning when asked about removed American children.
The children aren't deported. The mother chose to take the children with her. When you enter the country illegally, and you know you're here illegally, and you choose to have your citizen child, that's on you. That's not on this administration.
Now the family says Sanchez is devastated. She's worried because her 1-year-old daughter suffers from seizures. Live in the newsroom, Daniela Cotto, NBC6 News.
All right, Daniela, thank you so much. Meantime, local and federal law enforcement agents arrested a second person in Miami Beach connected to the theft of Homeland Security Secretary's purse that happened on Easter Sunday. An arrest report showing that Christian Sanazaza was arrested inside of a Walgreens. Meantime, special agents also arrested Mario Bustamante in Washington. Now, Noem's purse was stolen when she was dining with her family. The Secret Service alleged that the co-conspirator is linked to a pattern of robberies and thefts in Washington, D.C. with Bustamante. The U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia say that both men are in the country illegally. Miami Heat are on the brink of elimination. The team preparing for Game 4 tonight after losing Game 3 by 37 points on Saturday. All right, thank you for watching NBC6 News Now. We'll be right back with your First Alert forecast.
First alert weather on NBC6, South Florida's most accurate. Here's meteorologist Chelsea Ambries.
Well, I want to start by showing you temperatures across the nation because we do have an area of a cold front that's going to be bringing severe weather threats across the central United States. Denver at 44 degrees, Kansas City at 68 degrees this morning, and Dallas at 72. You can see if we turn on the departure from average, above average temperatures crashing with below average temperatures, and that is why there's going to be widespread severe storms where those air masses are coming together as that cold air exits the Intermountain West. And you can see it here as we're looking at the severe weather risks today, stretching again from Texas, the Big Bend of Texas, all the way up towards the Great Lakes. But notice the bullseye here, the browns and the reds, that's where the stronger severe storms are. The likelihood for large tract tornadoes damaging hail. This is where the strongest of the activity will be in that severe weather threat. That's going to keep moving across the nation, but these ridges of high pressure are not going to allow that active weather to move into our area. We do have a system though bringing some showers just off the coast of Georgia, South Carolina, as well as northern Florida. It's just not going to do much in the way of bring widespread rain into our area. The ridge of high pressure is going to shift our winds. It will continue to give us a chance for a shower or two, not today, but as we get into tomorrow, and I'll show you that in just a second. But this morning at 73 degrees in Miami to kick off the day, 75 Fort Lauderdale, Pompano. Notice already early Key West and Marathon, 76, 77 degrees. As we're going through the afternoon hours, temperatures will top out in the mid 80s. It will turn a little bit more humid this afternoon and evening. As the dew points start to creep up just a bit, there'll be just enough moisture to support a shower or two for tomorrow. So we'll be watching for tomorrow to see the rain. Nothing out there expected for today. Light breeze, you can see the palm fronds, the light wind. The wind will pick up behind that chance for rain as well. So again, no rain today, better chance to see a shower or two tomorrow. Keeping just a morning shower chance in the forecast for Wednesday. It's really not a lot of rain, and I'll show you that as well. So first, where is the shower now? That's all to our north. Notice as we get into tomorrow morning, 1 or 2 showers possible, a passing downpour or two. That then moves into the central parts of South Florida as we get into the midday time frame. I still think maybe far western parts of the area could see those showers lasting a little longer than beachfronts. Maybe a shower or two tries to move on shore, but quickly moving and staying much further to the west as the day continues. Again, not a lot of accumulation is expected from this, but we'll see another chance for a morning shower as we get into Wednesday as well. There's just enough moisture in the atmosphere that east breeze is going to bring just a morning chance, which is very common this time of year as we start to build in the humidity and we get in on that east sea breeze. But looking at the amount of rain, like I mentioned, it's only going to be about 1/4 of an inch. Really not a lot of accumulation between either Tuesday or Wednesday, with that chance for rain really picking up a little bit closer to Naples, though, a little bit further to our west. They'll see about 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches of rain. As we're looking outside right now, beautiful conditions out there, like I mentioned, still across the beach fronts. But when it comes to the rainfall, we haven't had a ton of rain for the month of April. We do have a better chance to see some showers, like I mentioned, for tomorrow. So far for the month, Miami's only seen about 1 inch. On average, we're closer to 3 inches. Yes, we've had about 5 days or so, 4 or 5 days with rain, but only 2 of them with measurable rain. That's that over inch mark that we saw in Miami, and only 1/100th of an inch of rain that we saw. But overall, not a ton of rain is expected with this next batch that works in by tomorrow. Otherwise, temperatures stay in the low 80s this week, maybe an isolated shower chance this weekend. Pretty steady but quiet pattern.